The test of our progress is not whether we added more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality exist in the world, none of us can truly rest. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. Wars of nations are fought to change maps, but wars of poverty are fought to map change. Where you live should not determine whether you live or whether you die. Poverty does not belong in civilized human society. Its proper place is in a museum. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is the protection of a fundamental human right, the right to dignity and a decent life. Poverty of goods is easily cured, poverty of the mind is irreparable. Poverty is a very complicated issue, but feeding a child is not. You can't get rid of poverty by giving people money. It would be nice if the poor were to get even half of the money that is spent in studying them. Saving our planet, lifting people out of poverty, advancing economic growth, these are one and the same fight. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the situations, they will be moved to act. The world is a dangerous place not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. The only thing necessary for the trump of evil is for good people to do nothing. There is more to doing good than hating evil. Failures are divided into two classes: those who thought and never did, and those who did and never thought. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Nothing that you have not given away will ever really be yours. There is enough in the world for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. Extreme poverty anywhere is the threat to human security everywhere. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Poverty is the worst form of violence. Poverty is like punishment for a crime you don't commit. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. An imbalance between rich and poor is the oldest and most fatal element of all republics. The opposite of poverty is not wealth, the opposite of poverty is enough. My work with the pure and the incorrected has persuaded me that the opposite of poverty is not wealth, and the opposite of poverty is justice. Some people think luxury is the opposite of poverty. It is not, it is the opposite of vulgarity.